maintenance on an aggravated battery.
How you doing? Thanks for watching. This is George at Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and safety emergency equipment, strobe lighting, LED lighting for trucks, vans, buses, boats, cars, RVs, unicycles, bicycles, and tricycles. Right now, we have a brand new Super Duty Lariat Sport with the blacked out trim, one of my favorite models. On this truck, we're featuring our Wicked Warnings auto flasher module on the roof lights, as well as the mirror white spotlights that the upper trim level Super Duties like Lariat have factory. We've got our Razor LED synchronized in an amber white pattern in the upper grille. We've got our TIR3 LED synchronized in white in a triple flash 75 FPM alternation down on the tow hook bezels facing forward. And next to it in the fog light bezels, as well as around the back under the tail light, we have our LIN-6 in white in a split pattern alternating on all four corners. This was built to spec by the owner. We give them exactly what they want here at Wicked Warnings. Here you can see a little bit better the LIN-6 down in the fog bezel. Again, that's a 3x3 alternation. The reason we went with that is because the white light LIN-6 is exceptionally bright. So we chose to use a split pattern. That way the light never actually goes off. It simply splits left and right, and it keeps the illumination on the front and the back of the truck from the side. This truck is also featuring our Thin-X LIN series in amber white in the badges. We've enabled the flood mode on almost every light on this vehicle, as you can see in the badges here, as well as the forward-facing Razor, TIR3, and the side-facing LIN-6s, and the white mirror spotlights. When flood mode is enabled, we have steady white on the Razors, the T3s, all four of the LIN-6s, the mirror lights, and the Thin-Xs in the badges, as well as the Thin-Xs that are underneath the tailgate in the rear that you haven't seen yet. We also have LEDs in the cargo that do this as well. A little better shot of all that flood mode action that we have. Now, of course, the roof we did not tie into flood mode. We just left that flash. Out back, we kept it fairly simple. We're running our new Eco LED HAW kit up in the cargo light. You can see the aggressive varying flash pattern in our new white Eco. We're using the HD or high dome lens up there in the cargo light, but our LED HAW Duo would also work equally as well. Under the tailgate, you can see our 12-inch Thin-X strip, and that's set in an alternating full color flash. It's actually flashing 3 times extremely fast. The camera's just having a little difficult time picking it up. You can see there how the very bold, large color display alternates. And also, as stated earlier, the flood mode switch does the cargo light white, as well as the Thin-X underneath the tailgate in flood mode. As you can see here, it also does those side-facing LIN-6 underneath the rear tails, and the Thin-X LIN amber clear in the badges on the side as well. We flood mode everything we could possibly flood mode on this truck in this install. Kept it simple with 2 switches because this truck does not have OEM upfitter switches. So we have 1 switch for the flashing and 1 switch for the flood. I know you guys like to see how bright the flood is, so as you can see, I've killed all the shop lights. And down here, we have our flood mode enabled in the front. You can see it easily lights up the whole back of the shop. There's our Thin-X's. As we pan around to the rear of the truck, you can see our cargo hawse, our LIN-6s, as well as our rear Thin-X's, doing a very fine job of illuminating all the way to the front. Never mind our counter display light there, but you can see the shop is well illuminated by this particular flood mode. 360 white, pretty much all the way around the truck when you include those Thin-X's in the badges, as well as all of this forward-facing. The LIN-6s on the sides, the mirrors, the Razor, and the T3s down on the fog or on the tow hook bezel. Just to show a little example of some of the custom work we can do, this particular client, because it is a blacked out Lariat, the Sport Edition, wanted us to smoke this lens on the Thin-X in black, so we were able to do that. And as you can see, when you back away from the truck, that lens almost disappears. We're also going to take a small paintbrush by request and touch up all the screw heads on this entire install and paint them black as well, because as you can see, it's a nice, beautiful truck, and he wanted to keep everything as nice looking as possible. Here inside, you can see we put our switches in a very classic location right here. We have our green switch for all of our flashing. We have our red switch for our steady white flood. Both right there on the dashboard, looking fairly OEM. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings. Be sure to check the description of the video for links to all of these products individually, as well as a cart link to pick up all of the parts and some bulk wire needed to do an installation like this. You will need to have some technical knowledge and some miscellaneous other connections and such to complete the install. But I'm going to go ahead and put links to each one of these products individually, as well as a link to a shopping cart full of all the products and a selection of bulk wire that you would need to do this install. So thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety and strobe lighting equipment. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe, share, and check out our website at wickedwarnings.com. Any questions, please send an email into info@wickedwarnings.com. Thanks again for watching.